Hello everyone, welcome back to Guitar Safari. Hope you're ripping some rock, shredding metal, blasting metal, crushing metal, playing music and having fun playing guitar. Anyways, we're checking out a really cool guitar here. I'm kind of interested in this, and it's from the company Bullfighter. So yeah, here's the bad boy right here. Check this thing out. This thing is pretty cool, man. What can I say? Yeah, this is a Bullfighter guitar. It's like a neck through or set through neck. Really nice. Now, I'm just reading the specs of this. It's an elm body. Let me just check because I get a lot of guitars, a lot of stuff, and I get a bit confused, whatever. But yeah, this thing is really cool. I'll do some close-ups of it. Obviously, it's like a wood. It says the wood is elm of the body, and the top material says is maple. What else does it say? Neck material is maple. Okay, here we go. So we've got a really nice rosewood fingerboard on this. Elm through body neck, white pearl pattern scratch plate. No, there's no scratch plate. Okay, so yeah, like I said, neck through body. I think this is made in China. They were kind enough to send me it out to review. And like I say, you've got, I'm not sure what that is. That wood there, I will put some more description as I learn more about it. It's a really nice neck. It's very comfortable. My first impression is this is kind of a cool guitar. It's fun. I think this is more for like rock or shredders. It's got a really nice Floyd Rose on it. Seems pretty good. It says Floyd Rose on it. I don't know if it's a Floyd Rose license. Well, obviously it must be, or it's just a Floyd Rose copy, but it seems pretty solid. The tuners are just normal. They're not locking. They're probably in-house. We've got a locking nut. Got a really cool pointed headstock. Sometimes my mind goes dead because I've just been playing this and it's really fun. The nut seems good. The neck is super, 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 super smooth. It's probably like a medium neck. It's not a really thin shredding neck, so that's cool. It works. I really like the pointy headstock, so if you're into, shredder guitars or 80s metal guitars, this will be a fun guitar for you. The weight's not too bad. I really like the wood. You can actually feel the grain on it, which is cool. Just looking at, we've got a three-way switch for the pickups now. They're just two humbuckers. There's no coil splitting. You've got a volume and a tone. And a three-way. I think they're just in-house pickups, which is really cool. It's like a Floyd Rose. I really like the design of this. The wood is very nice. It's very classic metal or classic rock. On the back, your basic back plates, your trems in there, and your control stuff. But really, really nice wood grain on this. You say the body is elm, but Bullfighter. The other thing, the rosewood fingerboard is nice. The frets are good. They're not sharp at all. That's the first thing I kind of look. It was set up pretty good. I actually lowered the action just a little bit because on these type of guitars, I like the action really low. The other thing I gotta say is I really like the inlays. They're like the bull horns on it, yeah, which is really actually quite nice. Now the fingerboard, it says rosewood, but it's very dark. It's almost ebony, but we'll go with rosewood, which is cool. And it resonates really good, not plugged in. But this is a fun guitar. I think these retail for about, how much does it say? I think around 270 pounds, because I'm in the UK. Okay, 237 pounds for this. Now that's a really good deal. If you're looking for a shred guitar, this might be something worth checking out. I really like the way it feels. Right out of the box, it feels nice. Like I say, I lower the action a bit. You got the nice Bullfighter logo on the top there. Yeah, it seems really cool. I really, like I say, I like the wood finish. I don't even think I have a guitar like this. So how crazy is that? Out of all my guitars, I don't have something like this. So it's kind of exciting. It's really fun to check this out. Anyways, let's plug it in and hear how it sounds. I'm going to do some high gain, obviously, and a little bit of clean. But, mainly this is for rock and metal, this guitar. Anyways, what are my final thoughts on the Bullfighter Strat guitar with a Floyd Rose whammy on it, the locking trim, yeah. This thing is really fun. It's really cool. It's definitely a Shredder guitar, and I find it plays really easy up high, and the frets are good. I say the frets are like medium jumbo. Like I say, this is my honest opinion. You know, I'm telling you what I think, and I was impressed with this guitar right out of the box. Like, so I think this is for someone that's into rock and metal. I mean, you could play other styles, but if you've got a Floyd Rose, you're gonna definitely want to do some dive bombs and whammy bar stuff. So I think that's more for your rock and metal players. You know, it's got good strap buttons, and you know the quality is good. The weight is okay. Like I say, I like the finish. That's a bonus. I like the Floyd Rose, seems good. The frets are not sharp, so that's good. Came set up. Oh, I almost forgot. Came with a gig bag, yeah, so we've got a nice gig bag here. This seems okay. Got some padding on it, you know, inside. That works, and your back strap, and there's a whole bunch of case candy. I'll show you in a sec. I might do some close-ups of that. I took it all out already. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's all in different language. Cool beans. Oh, here's all this stuff. Now, it also came with all your truss rod tools, your whammy bar, and all that type of stuff. Now, this is pretty cool. Like, whether you need this stuff is not the point. The point is that they give you this, like, you know, this guitar might be for someone that's starting out on metal, or they're looking for their second shred guitar, or someone that's just got a normal guitar and they want something a little more flashier and something that they can really shred some metal on. So what you've got in here, got a guitar strap. Now, okay, it's just a whatever guitar strap, but someone might not have a strap. It might be a young person or a kid or something, so that's cool. Chuck them there. And we've got some electric guitar strings. I don't know what gauge. Oh, 10 to 46. So that's a bonus. And, you know, we've got a guitar cable. Let's have a look. It doesn't look too bad. It's got metal ends on it or whatever. That's cool. What's it say? Yeah, Bullfighter. So that's cool. And we've got a rather small... Well, maybe if you got small hands. Small polish cloth. Okay, so that's cool. And, oh, we got some picks. Yay, I collect picks too, so, yeah, we got 3 picks in there. And I think there's a tuner in there. Now, tuners are very handy. I lose all of mine. I lose everything. Yeah, so we got a cool tuner in here. Let's open it up. I don't know if it has a battery or what, but this is excellent, you know. Can always use a tuner. You might not have a tuner, you know, I don't know. But all I'm saying, this stuff is just like a bonus. Okay, it's just like your regular clip-on tuner. And I don't know if there's a battery inside or... I don't know. I don't know if there's a battery inside, but... Well, anyways, we'll check that out later. So yeah, you get lots of extra stuff. So that's really cool. So that's another small bonus, you know what I mean? You can take it for what it is, but I think that's a great idea because, like I say, it might be someone that, oh, I lost my guitar strap, or I lost my picks, or my cable, or whatever. Oh, I got an extra one with the guitar, so that's nice. But the neck is very nice. I like the neck on this. And like I said, it's got that dark wood stripe on it all the way through. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, you know, the pickups are okay. As I always say, you can change your pickups on any guitar, and if you want it to sound better, you know, you spend more money for £230. I guess that's around $300. You know, I'll put the US price of it, but yeah, I really like it. You know, oh, and the other thing, the truss rod cover thing is one of those flip out ones. So you pull it out, and then you ain't gonna unscrew anything, and I really think that's a great idea. You know, I know it's not down at the bottom here, but the pickup is right up next to the fretboard there, so you can't have that. 24 frets, which is nice, and the frets are like medium jumbo, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is a fun guitar. I really enjoyed checking it out, and it just, for me, a guitar like this makes me want to shred. Yeah, so I just want to say thank you so much for Bullfighter for sending me this out, and this is all my opinion, my own opinion. Nobody told me what to say, you know. If I like a guitar, I'm going to tell you the truth, and I think this is a fun guitar to play, great guitar. Yeah, so please smash the like button, subscribe, and comment. You know, we want to make the channel grow. Yeah, this is a fun guitar, and like I say, if you're into shreddy guitars or, you know, metal guitars or rock guitars, this might be a cool guitar for you. I think it's really nice. And what I like about it, you know, there's lots of good features about it. You know, maybe the only thing is you could change the pickups, but that's any guitar is like that, you know what I mean? It's just preference. I think it sounds good enough to shred, play clean stuff. You know, you've got a 3-way That's okay. But yeah, this is a fun guitar. I think this comes in a dark wood finish also. The dark wood, that's a pretty cool looking guitar. But yeah, very, very cool guitar to check out. Bullfighter, yeah. So I'll leave all the links in the description of where you can get one or check out the website. I know they have other guitars, and yeah, it's a really cool guitar and a fun guitar. It's all about having fun for me. Like I say, doesn't matter what type of guitar it is. You know, obviously I like metal and rock and roll and all that. So this is a great guitar for like rock and metal. But you know, you could use it for anything. You know, you could use it for jazz if you want. You just wouldn't use the Floyd, right? I don't know, maybe you would. But yeah, I think this is definitely a good guitar for anyone to check out. Anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for checking out my channel. And please smash the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I hope you enjoyed this video because I had a lot of fun with this guitar today. That's what it's all about. Anyways, take care, everyone, and have a fantastic day.